Next, we're going to go over the cross-section plan sheets. The main purpose for using cross-sections is to show end areas and surface dimensions for the calculation of earthwork and seating quantity. They also show a wealth of additional information that we'll discuss in the following pages here. All right, so we're looking at the cross-sections. Parcel 1, remember, starts at station 688 plus 10.72 right, and it runs through 694 plus 32.14 right. So station 688 plus 10.72 is located about here, which is close to the begin work station at 681 plus 81.74. Just drawn a red line that's going, that shows vertical. This is the location of the center line of construction, also happens to be the center line of State Route 73 in the vicinity of Parcel 1. Right, since we're going up station, anything relating to Parcel 1 will be on the right side of the screen, and we've highlighted that area in yellow. The vertical markings on this cross section is the elevation above sea level, and the horizontal axis shown on this sheet is the distance from the center line. So if we go to station 688 plus 50, which will be the one at the cross section at the bottom of the page, and we go to the center line, which is shown as a 0, the distance to the existing right-of-way line from the center line of the road is 30 feet, as shown. The distance from the center line to the new right-of-way line is 40 feet. And so the net take would be 10 feet. And then beyond the new right-of-way line is the limit of the temporary shown at this highway stationing, shown with a blue arrow. And we've just thrown an aerial there, and we've got a directional yellow arrow that shows you the approximate location of where this cross-section is at. The existing level of the land is shown by a dotted line. I've got a red directional arrow showing you that. And the proposed, what is proposed to happen with the project is going to be shown by a solid line. And so I've shown you that. Since the proposed line is over the existing level of the land, we know that we're bringing in fill into this area. And on highway station 689 plus 00, it's not much different than the previous station, which was 688 plus 81.74. All right, next page, next group of stations, illustrating what's happening at the cross sections. Remember, Parcel 1 is station 688 plus 10.72 through 694 plus 32.14. And so at the bottom is station 689 plus 50. And I've brought in an aerial with a yellow line showing you the approximate location of that highway station. Red line is the center line of the road. Highlighted yellow area is everything to the right side of the road, signifying that this is the side that Parcel 1 is located. Red dotted line on the bottom shows the existing limits of the right-of-way. Solid directional arrow shows the new right-of-way line. Blue directional arrow shows the temporary at this highway station. We're going to be filling in this area abutting the road. We're creating a larger foreslope, ditchings moving back onto the owner's property. Next highway station, 690 plus, I believe that's 00. We're going to fill this area. We're digging into this area, hauling dirt away. Next station, water flow in the ditching is flowing up station, which happens to be downhill. You can see the squiggly line that shows the direction of the water flow. All right, next page, next group of stationing, starting on the bottom, station 691 plus 00. That station, we've again brought an aerial on, and that station happens to be where that yellow directional arrow is at. Note that it's by the driveway for the Parcel 1 property. So the location of the driveway is identified as Drive 11, which is right here. Underneath the drive is a Type D conduit, allows water to flow under the driveway. Showing you the existing standard highway line and the proposed new right-of-way line. Curbing starts right there. You can see the little bump showing where the curbing starts, which is just beyond the driveway going up station. And also at this location is the 12-inch conduit. It's in the ditch area. And if you remember from the other sheets we looked at, the water flowed from across the street into this conduit. And so you can see we're now across the street. Little brown arrows are showing you the directional flow of the water into that conduit, which is in front of Parcel 1. Next highway station, 692 plus 00. We've got buried conduit for the water flow in the ditch area. Next set of cross sections. Remember that Parcel 1 stops at 694 plus 32.14, indicated up at the top, highlighted in yellow. So in the bottom of these cross sections, you can see 694 plus 00. Directional arrow on the aerial shows where we're looking at on the property. The dotted red arrow shows the existing right-of-way line. Solid red arrow shows the new right-of-way line, followed by blue arrows showing us the temporary at this location. Remember, there's a catch basin at this location. Red arrow showing us where the catch basin is at. And then the catch basin flows into an 18-inch conduit, showed by the other directional red arrow. The next highway station, 694 plus 50, is just beyond where Parcel 1 ends. All right, so what can we glean? What do we know from looking at these construction plans? I'm going to break it down into before the project and after the project. Before the project, the property fronts State Route 73. It's a 2-lane road having an at-grade intersection with Jacksonburg Road. After the project, it's the same, except the at-grade intersection has been replaced with a roundabout. Before the project, within the right-of-way next to the road pavement is a small ditch area covered with grass. The road and shoulder area abut a grass-ditched area. And after the project, within the new right-of-way between the residue and the road pavement is a wider ditched area. Just east of the drive, starting at Highway Station 691 plus 0.34 right, is the start of concrete curbing at the edge of the road pavement that runs along the rest of the residue towards the roundabout. Before the project, there's no physical barrier on State Route 73 separating east and westbound traffic in front of the whole property. After the project, we will have a raised concrete median that's going to be installed between the east and westbound lanes of traffic on State Route 73, and this median starts about 140 feet east of the driveway on the residue property and continues to the roundabout. Before the project, the whole property has one residential drive to access State Route 73. This drive is located at Station 691 plus 10.37 right. The drive is 80 to 20 feet wide at the intersection with the existing right-of-way, and the drive has a full turning movement to either lane of traffic. After the project will replace the drive that is within the WD area. The residue drive will be about 10 foot closer to the residential dwelling. The new drive remains about 18 to 20 foot wide at the new right-of-way intersection. The new drive also has full turning movement to either lane of traffic on State Route 73. Before the project, the property owner retains property rights in the existing road right-of-way, known as PRO. After the project, the PRO area has been acquired by the WD property right. Before the project, at the drive, the property has stone wall and pillars and an entry gate. Fencing extends along the entire road frontage, and several trees are in close proximity to the existing right-of-way. After the project will take those stone wall and pillars. They'll take the gated entry, the fencing, and several of the trees on either side of the driveway. The taking from the whole and the construction features of the project in front of the residue property do not appear to adversely affect the residue property. It's time for a knowledge check.